Hi, I'm Nick Gang from Kurzweil here at Full Compass. I'm ready to show you guys the Kurzweil PC3K6 with our new Core 64 expansion card. So the Core 64 essentially doubles the size of our internal sample library. It includes 4 main types of samples: guitars, synths, drums, and horns. We have 65 new drum kits that come pre-mapped in the Core 64, and each one has assigned to it its own MIDI demo to show you kind of what the kit is about. So here's a nice rock kit. It's called Open Rock. What's really cool about these drums is that all of the drum levels are mapped to each of the sliders on the front panel, so you can take in and out each individual drum sound. I have my snare level, toms level, kick level, and here's the hi-hats. So also your effects, and you can tune the drums as well. So each kit has its own demo. We have over 200 MIDI drum loops in the Core 64. Each one was played live on a MIDI kit by a real session drummer. So they have real swing, not quantized. You can really hear that it's a human playing these drums. One of the coolest kits that we have in here is our brush kit. Brand new brush samples, all also played in on the MIDI kit. A lot of people who are trying to get jazz drums on a keyboard don't necessarily know how to make the grooves sound authentic. So we have over 20 jazz loops here. This is just one of the many. So you can hear the scrambled eggs technique going on. Really cool, especially if you maybe want to have practice some jazz without a drummer, can't fit a drum set. So those are some of the drums. The synth sounds make up a huge portion of the Core 64. We tried to go for a much more modern sound than Kurzweil is usually known for. A lot of dubstep, drum and bass, house music, trance music, all sorts of popular EDM styles. And just like the drums, you hit play, and it'll play for you a demo. And if you have a ribbon controller accessory, you can control an octave either way in pitch right out of the box, which is very cool for a lot of these synths. Stylistically, they're all over the place. This is kind of the club banger, super saw. So you can hear it, get inspired, and then say, all right. Really cool. Here's one of our trance leads. We call it Arm and a Leg, named after Armin van Buuren. Lots and lots of real-time control. To be as expressive as you can. Let's move on to some of the guitars. We have both a brand new Stratocaster and Les Paul that we recorded. Samples modeled after both of those instruments. We have palm mutes and sustains, and what's really cool about the playability of these guitars is the lower velocities will play the palm mutes, and as you get higher, it's a mix between the palm mutes and the sustains, and then all the way up to sustains. We call it the triple strike guitar, and a lot of the guitar programs also have some vibrato built in on monophonic aftertouch to give you a little bit more expressibility. You can fade in some overdrive here on the nod wheel. Those are some of the singular sounds, but what really makes the PC3K with the Core 64 such a great performance instrument is the setups. These are multi-timbral performances, up to 16 different sounds. Each can have its own MIDI sequence, and each can have its own arpeggiator, as well as many different controls assignable all over here. This one shows off our new guitars and drums really well. It's a heavy metal setup called Arise the Fear. So triggering riffs with the program buttons. So I'll trigger another part of the song. Let's say I want to play the lead guitar. This is a great riff we have here, but I'll mute the lead guitar using the zone mute button. So there you hear the lead's out. And if I want to sound like a real shredding guitar player but don't have the chops, just kick in the arpeggiator. And I might as well be Eddie Van Halen. We have a brand new alto, sax, tenor sax, baritone sax, trumpet, and trombone. A lot of them are voiced as large sections. So if you're in a funk band, you don't have space or the money or the Rolodex to hire a horn section. You can choose different voicings, different combinations of the different instruments. And what's really cool is, once again, the expressiveness that we've kind of tried to put into how all of these programs work. So you'll see, this is the stab and swell section. So you'll notice that on the mono pressure, you can bring in and out the horn samples to give kind of a swell effect. So it doesn't just sound like your average horn section. And even for hip-hop producers, we have, some popular hip-hop brass. For more information, go to fullcompass.com or contact your Full Compass sales professional.